Are you trying to build a hierarchy map in Tableau, sometimes known as a tree map, and you're really struggling? Let me show you how easy it is to actually do. So here is one example of a tree map, or you can even get fancy with it. So there's a lot of variations with it. A lot of the times people use this predefined one. Now, my problem has always been whenever you use the show me section, it builds a visualization, sure, but it doesn't actually teach you anything necessarily about how to build it or tweak it or modify it. So we're going to build it from scratch. So we're going to open up a new sheet. By the way, this dataset is available, so it is in the description below. So at its most fundamental level, what you're doing is you're taking a big chunk of value. So let's say you do sum of sales and you're cutting it up. So let's represent this in a simple way first. If I take sales and drop it in here, okay, I've got that number. And if I want to split that up, I simply have to bring in a category, dimension such as category. So if I take that, drop it in columns, I now have it like that. Now, the advantage of a hierarchy map is that you're representing it as a whole. You can do it in a pie chart, but the slices get so small, it's really hard to distinguish their size difference. That's where the benefit of a hierarchy map comes from. So in here, if you click this, it's obviously going to switch it, but we don't want to do that. So the way we're going to do it is like this. You want to move the elements that you have, which is why it's always good to start as a bar chart. Anything that is a label or a dimension, we're going to move into label. Anything that is controlling the actual size of those squares, right? And you can only have really one, we're going to drop it into size. So we're going to do that one at a time. So I'm going to drop sales into size, and it's not going to look like anything. Then we're going to drop category into label. And straight away, you have your hierarchy map. Each of these represent a relative size to the other. So if one is bigger, then just numerically it's larger. Now from here is where people get a little bit confused as well, because they go, well, how do I tweak this? Firstly, let's talk about color. If you want to color each of these squares differently, you simply use the category that you use as the color. Okay, so if I take category and drop it into color, that's all it does. And now I have a separate color for each. But how do I break it down further? Well, there's a few ways you can do this. You can use color, label, or detail. Now, the difference is if you drop it into color, it will split them more and modify the color. If you drop it into label, it will split them and add a label. If you drop it into detail, all it does is splits them. Okay, so you kind of can't go wrong either way you choose because you can kind of tweak it as you go. So say beyond technology, I want to break this up into its subcategories. I can drop subcategory into, let's say, detail. And when I do that, you can see it actually split them further, but there's no label right here. Probably can't see that. There's no label here. And there's no color change. So let me show you, let's just undo. What happens if you drop subcategory into color? It has now reset the color, okay? But now the split from the upper category is now gone. That is because if I go in here, there is actually a hierarchy that exists here. And because subcategory is lower than, because category is below subcategory, the first cut is subcategory, then category. So if we want the bigger group first, which is what you should do for a hierarchy map, that's why it's called a hierarchy, we want whatever that one is above it. So all we're going to do is we're going to grab this bottom one and make sure it's right on top. And you should see a little orange arrow there. And as soon as you do that, you can see there's a split and there's actually some white spacing now appearing. Okay, this one here, which shows the segregation of your data. But whenever you do this kind of coloring, where the subcategories have their own color, it becomes a little bit confusing. And the person, even if there are labels, they can't distinguish very well. So the best practice is really to use the high level category as the color. So how do we do that? We simply take category and drop it into color. But as soon as we do that, because we were using subcategory for the color, we've lost subcategory. So we need to add that back in. Okay, so it's all about just playing around with it, and we're going to drop it into detail. Okay, make sure category is above. Okay, Make sure category is there. And because there's no subcategory label, we also want to add that in. So you're just adding little pieces. So subcategory into label. You see those little ones are in there now. And what I tend to do is I will make the higher kind of hierarchy piece a little bit different in text. So I'm going to go into label, click these three dots, and I'm going to make this top one just a little bit bigger, maybe 11 and bold. And when I hit OK, you can see it's just different enough that the brain separates the two. Now, if you want to add the actual numerical value as well, it's as simple as adding sales into label. So sales into label, and now you have the values there. And you can even go one further because we're representing it as the slices of a whole. You can make this a percentage. You can go right click, quick table, percent of total. Oh, hang on, I changed the wrong one. That was the size. This one, quick table, percent of total. And now what this is showing is the percentage that it represents of the whole slice, right? But what if I just wanted its percentage? Maybe I'll use the orange one, you can see better. What if I just wanted to represent this percentage as part of its category? Well, the way you do that is on that same label for sum of sales, instead of going table across, we're going to go by, I think it's by subcategory. Yep, by subcategory. 44, 27, 15, 20. Yep, I always get confused with that. And there you have your percentages. But maybe you're going, well, I still want that numerical value. Easy. All you do is you take sum of sales, you drop it in label again. So you can literally keep adding as much information in there as you want. You can modify the tooltips in here, change the labels, change the formatting, change the colors. You can do all that kind of stuff now, right? Really simple to do. And that's it. That's hierarchy maps and tree maps. Hope you guys enjoyed. I teach all of this stuff in extreme detail on my website, so be sure to check that out. There's a free course in the description below. Until next time, have a great day and bye.